Rachel.
Yes.
Who's Noah? Who's the real Noah?
Who is the real Noah?
Who's the real Noah?
In my life?
Yes.
Weirdly, it's me. That's what's so freaky about it.
It's your most personal film ever.
Yes.
Who is Noah, the one that got away?
I'm not going to tell you that. But he exists.
But tell us about this, because I mean, this is about love, but this all started under a tree and bees.
Oh, you read the statement.
Yeah. Very beautifully.
Thank you.
Beautifully worded.
Thank you very much. Yeah. So you're asking how this all began?
Yeah, it's a very deep piece about love.
Yeah. I mean, it's a number of things. It's the intersection of love and time, and I think I often like to think of the heart as like we have a clock in our chest, and it's beating every second, and it's keeping time for us. It's keeping both the time we've lived and it's marking the time that's passing. And so when I was thinking a lot about the time that has passed in my life while I was staying with my parents during COVID lockdowns and ruminating on what was to come and how was I spending my time, there's no more natural intersection with that rumination than the heart and what it wants and what it needs to keep going and beating. So.
But Noah was not around during COVID.
No.
Jenny and Chris, tell me about finding yourselves in Rachel's story.
Well, I guess for me, I don't really associate myself with stillness or even patience. Although I try for patience, I'm not sure that I'm exactly capable of like what most people would think of stillness. But I think of Rebecca as a much more still person than I am. Rachel just mentioned, when you said intersection, I was like, yeah, that's a little bit of what this felt like for me. I don't think I'm really like Rebecca at all, except for that I want love and a partner and I hold on to love. But I think what I found in myself during this shoot was renewed gratitude for the combination in my personality that is shyness and hopefulness that becomes this like strange gregariousness that feels so good to have. It just feels so good to be that way. And I think I also upped my confidence or my sense of legitimacy and in the value of myself as a dramatic performer.
So the way that I related to my character Noah in this film, Carousel, that Rachel so beautifully wrote and directed is, I'm not from the Midwest. I'm not a single father. I have no interest in practicing medicine anytime soon. But what I think this man it really inhabits is this inertia and this war between control and chaos. He's desperate for control. He's desperate to control the little things that he can in his life so that his life makes sense and he can deal with the day-to-day. And all that he's being faced with is the chaos of a young girl becoming an adolescent and going through some major, the growing pains of that, dealing with a divorce, dealing with the loss of his uncle and the dual ownership of his private practice and liens and debts, and this new woman that comes into his life who's also throwing his sense of normalcy and stability off balance. So I, as someone who similarly craves control and has been practicing pretty diligently to, accept the chaos that is really what is life, that is something I could understand implicitly.
So Sundance leaving Park City, this has got to be a little emotional for both of you. Your first obvious child?
Actually, my first time I was at Sundance was for the Marcel the Shell with Shoes On short film.
The short film.
So both of those films are really, really important to me as a performer. Yeah.
But can you talk about Park City memories? Bottle Shock?
I was going to say the first time I was here was when I was 27. So that's, like 18 years ago. And that was a time in my life when I just gotten my first really, really big job. And I was shooting in Los Angeles on stage at Paramount, and I flew out on a Friday night and got into Sundance and got thrown into the Sundance mix. And I'd never been before. And here I was, a young actor who was making a huge studio film in Los Angeles, then promoting the independent that he did at Sundance. It's an actor's dream. I mean, what more could you dream of doing that precise flip? So for me, the memories I have here are really shaded and shaped by a really specific moment in time for me in my life and my career, and it's also a foundation and a festival begun by one of my favorite actors of all time. So there are deep connections everywhere.
My memories of it, like the first time, is that I was nervous to come, and then it was incredibly fun, and I felt really proud to be allowed to be here. And I remember being young enough to drink all of the different drinks that are in the different lounges and not wake up with like a weird dead face. When I first came to Sundance, I think it was 2011 with Marcel the Shell, and it just felt wild and free. And because I've been allowed to return so many times, I do feel like I belong here, and that's honestly not an easy feeling for me to feel as a person that loves other people and really wants to be a part of the herd. Like I don't want to be the animal that leads the herd. I really just like being inside, and anytime there's a community that I respect that will ask me to join them again, it makes my heart a little bit lighter. So mostly my memories are of feeling included and glad.
And for you, was it the Daisy Ridley film, or had you
Yes.
gone through the?
No.
Did you go through the institute?
I applied to many labs and I never got in. But the first opportunity for me to be at Sundance was with Sometimes I Think About Dying. And then I also did Sundance Asia with that film. So
Fantastic. Any calls for Star Trek? A new Star Trek?
No, as far as I know, we're kaput, but I don't know.
Got
I
it.
have no idea.
Okay, I was just checking.
I mean, if you know anything, let me know. We can talk offline.
I've heard. Yeah. Anyway, thank you all. Thank you all.
Thank you so much.